biggest political story of the day is what's happening in Tamil Nadu right now. Just a short while ago, TVK chief Vijay had a meeting with the Tamil Nadu governor Rajendra Arlekar, and he has formally staked claim to form the government in Tamil Nadu after his party's electoral victory, stunning victory that he got this time in the assembly elections. Now, he met Governor Rajendra Arlekar at the Lok Bhavan and submitted his claim to form the next government. This move comes ahead of the grand swearing-in ceremony, with further details expected once the governor gives his approval. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Dharini, who is joining us live right now for more on this. She's been reporting from outside Lok Bhavan, the place where Vijay had come to meet the governor. Dharini, can you explain to our viewers what exactly really happened in this meeting between Vijay and the governor?
Vijay reached Lok Bhavan around 3:30 p.m. and several second-line leaders of TVK such as Adav Arjuna, Arun Raj, N. Anand, CTR Nirmal Kumar, K.A. Sengote, etc. They also accompanying Mr. Vijay, and during the meeting, Mr. Vijay submitted a letter to Governor Rajendra Arlekar, and in this letter, Vijay has stated that he has got 34.9% vote share in the upcoming in the assembly elections in Tamil Nadu. Like Vijay's party TVK alone has secured 34.9% vote share, and 108 MLAs from TVK, they are in support of a TVK government formation, and he's also additionally added that 5 MLAs from the Congress party, they've also extended support to Mr. Vijay. So citing these figures, he has staked claim to form the government here in Tamil Nadu, and he is wanting to have the swearing-in ceremony tomorrow. In fact, TVK has sought the governor to allow them to hold the swearing-in ceremony in Chennai tomorrow. TVK is arranging to hold the swearing-in ceremony at the Nehru Stadium in Chennai tomorrow around 11:30 a.m. So that is what happened in the Raj Bhavan here, and in fact, this afternoon around noon, we saw the Congress leaders from Tamil Nadu, including Girish Chodankar, Selva Perendagai, Parveen Chakraborty, etc. They met with TVK chief Vijay at the party headquarters, where they formally expressed support to TVK. They've told that the Congress party's 5 MLAs from Tamil Nadu who have won from various assembly constituencies this time, all those 5 MLAs, they'll be extending conditional support to TVK, is what the Congress High Command here has conveyed to Mr. Vijay. This support is conditional. The Congress says that communal forces, they should never be in tie-up with Mr. Vijay or his government, and that this alliance between TVK and Congress is not just for the formation of this government. It will extend up to the Lok Sabha elections, Rajya Sabha elections, and also the local body polls, is what the Congress has very clearly told Mr. Vijay. So the relationship between the TVK and the Congress has been solidified now, and it has become formal. So now Vijay is expecting a few other parties like the BCK, CPI and CPIM to extend a similar kind of support to him. In fact, he has written to the leaders of these 3 parties, but these 3 parties, they are yet to take a decision on Vijay's request. In fact, within the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll be able to get a clear picture as to whether BCK, CPI and CPIM are going to support Mr. Vijay or not.
Okay, Dharini, stay on with us. Let me go across to my colleague Kritika as well, who's been reporting live from outside the TVK headquarters. Has Vijay reached the TVK headquarters? Can you give us a sense of the activity that's currently underway outside the TVK headquarters, Kritika?
Well, Hina, currently what we're given to understand is Vijay is on his way. In fact, must have reached his camp office, that is in the city premises. I'm currently reporting from the TVK headquarters that you rightly pointed out. So he's expected to be at the camp office. The camp office, again, remember, very relevant, because that is where we were reporting from last evening, and initial discussions on cabinet formations with a few MLAs of TVK have already started over there last evening at the camp office. Now, again, after meeting the governor Hina, and giving details of the numbers and of the MLAs that are supporting the stake of TVK to form the government in Tamil Nadu. We have another set of, in fact, rounds of negotiations that are expected to happen, because there are still 5 seats that are left to be known. Where currently, as far as we speak about the TVK headquarters, giving you a sense of the activity here, I'm standing right against this huge banner of Vijay, of Thalapathy Vijay, as the supporters call him. He has this whistle in his hand, the official election symbol, and the supporters, queuing up in front of this banner, getting their pictures clicked. Now, this is quite a big moment for all of these supporters here. We've had a word with them earlier. They were telling us about how this is a dream of theirs, a dream come true moment for them to see Vijay finally become the chief minister, with the swearing in now slated for tomorrow. They say this is the biggest achievement, not just for them as fans, but also for them as now supporters of this new political party, which they hope will be changing the dynamics of how things are carried out in the state. Over to you, Hina.
Right. Kritika and Dharini, requesting both of you to please stay on with us. In fact, earlier, viewers, we also saw a meeting that took place between leaders of the Congress party and Vijay, and leaders of his political party, the TVK. And here's what the Congress leaders had to say after meeting Vijay.
So I can confirm that Mr. Vijay spoke to Mr. Mallikarjuna Kharge and Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the phone just now, thanked them and invited them for his swearing in. He has just gone to meet the governor. Hopefully, there will be the swearing in time will be confirmed for tomorrow, and after which Mr. Rahul Gandhi will come.
We will be the part of new government. We will not just support from outside. We'll be taking a responsibility, and we'll be taking also the accountability of the new government.
Let's now go across to my colleague Dharini, who continues to be with us at this point in time. Dharini, now the ball, of course, is in the governor's court. By when can we really expect a response from the governor? Because, the preparations are already underway at the Nehru Stadium for a grand swearing-in ceremony.
Now the Praja has submitted, a letter to Governor Rajendra Arlikar staking claim to form the government. Very soon we can expect a communication from the governor's office, and the governor will invite Praja to form the government, and that is when the swearing-in will take place. So it's just been half an hour since Vijay left from the Lok Bhavan here in Chennai. So very soon, probably within today, we can expect the governor to send a return communication to Mr. Vijay, inviting him to form the government. But as you rightly said, the preparatory works are currently underway at the Nehru Stadium in Chennai. Preparations are being done for 5,000 people to witness the oath-taking ceremony, because this is a very important moment for Mr. Vijay in his personal life, because time and again he has told that how he has left his cinema career at its peak to serve the people, and how after 30 years of working hard and after 30 years of receiving all the love from the people of Tamil Nadu, now it is time for him to give back, is what he has been telling all this while. And that moment is going to become a reality tomorrow when he takes the oath as chief minister. So for Mr. Vijay personally, tomorrow will be a very important day, and that moment when he takes oath will be a very important moment. So the preparations are underway at the Nehru Stadium, and it is being done in a very grand manner. 5,000 people can witness the tomorrow's oath-taking ceremony, and and Vijay is also very much focused on creating his own cabinet, because many of the MLAs and many of the people who have got elected in TVK, they're all first-time MLAs and they don't have prior governing experience. They might have experience in other sectors in politics also, but as far as a government is concerned, running a government is concerned, being part of a government is concerned, a majority of them, they lack experience. So it is very important for Vijay to have the right candidates at the right ministries, in the right ministries. So Vijay is very focused on creating a good cabinet, because he has promised a lot of things for the people of Tamil Nadu, a lot of welfare measures and a lot of schemes and a lot of policies. So all of that has to be implemented. Vijay has to keep his promises. That is what people people have voted him for. So it is very important for him to have a good cabinet, and right now he is holding continuous discussions with the second level leaders to frame a great cabinet.
Right. Dharani as well as Kritika, requesting both of you to please stay on with us. Let's also explain to our viewers the number game here. Now, numbers are extremely important because this assembly has a strength of 234 members. The majority mark is 118. Vijay's TVK on its own managed to secure 108 seats, and there is an alliance now formally in place between Congress and TVK. So 108 of TVK plus 5 MLAs of Congress party makes it 113. So he is still short of 5 MLAs. Where will these 5 MLAs really come from? Now that's the big question. And these are the potential allies. We've got CPIM with 2 MLAs, CPI with 2 MLAs, VCK with 2 MLAs. Now these are the 3 political parties that Vijay's TVK has reportedly reached out to. Then you've got PMK as well with 4 MLAs at this point in time. So if all of them, of course, come together along with Congress, who has already given its support to TVK, then the total will be at 123, which will be way above the majority mark. So conversations are still going on. We'll see eventually what happens and who all really be, coming to actually support Vijay and his party as far as the government formation is concerned. Now, like we've been reporting, viewers, stage is set and preparations are currently underway at the Nehru Indoor Stadium for Vijay to take oath as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu after securing a stunning victory in the State Assembly elections with 108 seats. The swearing-in ceremony is likely to take place at Jawaharlal Nehru's Indoor Stadium in Chennai. Take a look at these reports about the preparation that's currently underway.
Sengotian, when it comes to the top leaders, he's one of the big faces of the TVK, and he will be, taking the responsibility of Pro Tem Speaker is what we are given to understand, and even other top leaders will also be swearing in along with the, Vijay is what, as of now, we are given to understand. And at the same time, leaders like Adav Arjun and a few others, they will also be swearing in is what, as of now, the sources in the TVK camp is, are saying. But we'll have to wait and see who all will be the faces, because yesterday evening, at the second residence of Vijay, there was a key meeting held between the TVK key leaders. All the MLAs were not present. Only few MLAs were present, and they are the key faces of TVK. And they were asked simply to come to his other residence for the meeting. And there, for cabinet berths were, discussed is what initially even our colleague Kritika has stated from there, as has gathered information from there from the TVK sources. So we'll have to wait and see who all will be swearing in. But one thing is sure, that tomorrow Vijay is swearing in as the Chief Minister, and very short while from now he will be meeting the Governor. Governor is coming from the Kerala to the Tamil Nadu. So since yesterday, TVK camp is waiting for the time from the Governor, and our colleague Dharani has also spoken to them exclusively. So shortly from now, we can clearly see here, Congress leaders are arriving. Shortly from now, the announcement is also expected. So Mr. Girish is expected here, and KCC Chief is expected here to make the formal announcement. So we'll have to wait and see who all will be speaking and what announcement they'll be making.
Congress Legislative Party has decided to extend support to the Tamil Nadu.
The DMK is also backstabbers. How do you respond to that?
I'll respond to all those things right now.
At the TVK office right now, we've seen Congress flags. In fact, senior Congress leader Praveen Chakravarti has also reached an Anand of the TVK. Adav Arjun as well as C.T. Nirmal Kumar has stepped out of the office gate to welcome the Congress leaders. Remember, just a while ago, we broke news of the conditional acceptance that has been forwarded by the Congress party to the TVK. They've said to leave the communal forces out, and currently at the TVK office, an amalgamation of whistles and of the Congress flags on your screens. You can see the senior Congress leadership enter the TVK office amid celebration, in fact, from both camps, from the Congress as well as the TVK. Now remember, this is a significant development coming in light of the swearing-in ceremony that has already been slated for tomorrow. With the 5 Congress MLAs, the tally of the TVK alliance now up from 108 to 113. So this number is now has been reached by the TVK, the senior leadership right inside. We're reporting currently from the TVK office, and the senior Congress leadership is currently on its way as well. Praveen Chakravarti has already reached. Remember, later in the day, Vijay is also slated to meet with the Tamil Nadu governor as well. An appointment has been granted, so that a movement is also expected to follow. This entire lane right now, all Congress flags as well as whistles from the TVK party.
So viewers, these two reports gave you a sense of what happened earlier today when Congress leaders expressed their support for Vijay's TVK, when Congress leaders went to meet TVK at TVK headquarters. And let's tell you about the letter that was released by the Congress leaders as well, wherein they confirmed support to Vijay's TVK. The letter mentioned that this particular support is there because TVK chief Vijay requested Congress party for its support. People of Tamil Nadu gave a strong verdict, and Congress party said it is their duty to respect people's mandate. The letter also mentioned that the Congress party is going to extend full support to Vijay's TVK, and there is a condition. The condition is that they should together keep communal forces out of the alliance. Now, Vijay and Rahul pledged to respect the verdict was also mentioned in the letter that was given by the Congress party. Let me now go across to my colleague Dharini, who's been tracking the developments very, very closely. Dharini, now, Congress party clearly has put certain conditions. So can you explain to us what all is it that TVK has agreed to? Is TVK giving 2 cabinet berths to the Congress party?
Well, the DMK is, the Congress is expecting 2 cabinet berths from the Tamil Nadu Vettikalagam party because, for almost 6 decades now, the Congress has not been in power in Tamil Nadu. After the DMK came to power for the first time in 1967, the Congress has not been able to be in power in Tamil Nadu. So, if they are going to be part of a government after 6 decades, they at least want 2 cabinet berths is what many Congress leaders inside the party tell us, and they've conveyed the same to Mr. Vijay also. But it is up to Mr. Vijay to take a final call on that, because the Congress is only contributing 5 MLAs to TVK. Although Mr. Vijay has fallen short of majority, although he is in need of these 5 MLAs, 1 cabinet berth is enough for 5 MLAs is what many people in the TVK party feel. But the decision will be in the hands of Mr. Vijay. If he wants to give 2 cabinet berths, he can give 2 cabinet berths. But if he wants to restrict himself to 1, he will convince the Congress into restricting to 1 seat is what sources tell us. But meanwhile, apart from the cabinet berths, the Congress has also demanded many posts of board chairmen across Tamil Nadu. We have various commissions and various boards across Tamil Nadu, in which the top post will be allotted by the ruling government. So the Congress wants many such posts is what we are also told. And in the next local board elections also, the Congress is expecting a good share of postings from the TVK. That is why this alliance has been formed at the moment. This alliance is not just for the time being, as mentioned in the Congress statement. It is for the local body elections, for the Rajya Sabha elections, and also for the Lok Sabha elections.
Right. Dharini, stay on with us. We're also getting reactions from Karti Chidambaram of the Congress party and Manikam Tagore of the Congress party. They've responded to what DMK is saying in the current situation. Remember, DMK has accused the Congress party of betrayal. Listen in.
The people of Tamil Nadu have given a mandate. They have voted for change. They have also voted that they want a government to be led by Mr. Vijay and the TVK. But they have not given a decisive mandate to Mr. Vijay. What they have told Mr. Vijay is, go and lead a government for us. Lead a government which is different from the previous DMK, ADMK formations. But put together a formation and prove your majority. That is what they have told. In respecting that, he has reached out to many political parties. He has reached out to the Congress. He has spoken to the leader of the opposition. He has written a formal letter to us. And that letter has been internally discussed in all appropriate forums. And the Congress party has decided to extend support to Mr. Vijay with a few conditions.
Congratulations to the TVK chief Vijayji, who is likely to take oath tomorrow as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And we are also happy for extending our support to TVK and contributing to his chief ministerial post. Once again, it is proven that the entire Tamil Nadu is against the ideology of BJP, and this is a very strong signal that South India, especially Tamil Nadu, Kerala, are against the ideology of BJP and will not fall prey for the hatred politics being played by BJP.
Meanwhile, viewers, reports are suggesting that over 30 AIADMK MLAs are now rallying behind senior leader CV Shanmugam to extend support to TVK leader Vijay, a development that could significantly redraw Tamil Nadu's political equation. Cracks seem to be emerging within AIADMK. Sources suggest that 30-plus AIADMK MLAs are ready to back Vijay and his party, while there's another section that is rallying behind CV Shanmugam on the question of supporting TVK. AIADMK chief Edappadi Palaniswamy is said to be not in favour of supporting TVK, setting up a clear internal divide between EPS and CV Shanmugam over the party's stand. So what happens in case there is a split in the AIADMK? Let's break it down for you, because it's extremely important to understand what's happening within the AIADMK. Now, AIADMK right now has 47 MLAs, TVK has 108. If 32, that's two-thirds of AIADMK MLAs join TVK, this will evade any kind of anti-defection law. So there is a scenario number one that is, that exists, something that happened with Aam Aadmi Party, what Raghav Chadha did to the Aam Aadmi Party. He took away 7 MPs. They were not disqualified because he managed to bypass the anti-defection law. Then this is going to be the equation. 47 minus 32, 15 MLAs, AIADMK will lose 32 MLAs and TVK will gain 32 MLAs. That will make the overall number of TVK plus an ally at 140 MLAs, provided TVK agrees to this kind of an arrangement, provided AIADMK does see a split like this, wherein 32 MLAs actually move out and join TVK. Scenario number two. Now, if 30 MLAs join TVK, then this is going to invite disqualification, because there is a rule that needs to be followed. Two-third majority is the need of the hour. Majority mark in assembly is going to fail, and this is something that's also there as far as scenario number two is concerned, and TVK proves numbers on the floor. So this is another scenario that we are looking at as far as AIADMK is concerned. Viewers, then by-polls will be held in affected constituencies only if 30 AIADMK MLAs join TVK and not 32. Then we've got scenario number three. If AIADMK does not split, then TVK may have to rely on other political parties. It already has got Congress. Then it will have to look at other options like CPI, CPIM, apart from that PMK and VCK, the smaller parties with lesser number of MLAs. But if they do join hands with TVK, then TVK will be able to cross that magic number of 118 very comfortably. So this is scenario number three.